Hi y'all! Today we're going to be talking about the Cyclone, the new conglomerate's first-generation submachine gun that is renowned for being extremely good, and I am going to say no different. It is amazingly busted, it is laughable just how strong it is. It's far and away probably the best submachine gun in the game, second only to the Tempest, which is the Araxia version of it. It's amazing. It's an amazing weapon. You're going to see me using the 4th anniversary one, and I have lots of experience with the Cyclone. I've used it a lot on NC characters and such. It's such a good gun. It's easily one of the best submachine guns in the game, and excluding the Tempest, I would even argue it is the best submachine gun readily available to a player. So the reason it's so good is two very simple numbers: 652 RPM and 167 damage. This means that it absolutely lasers people. It drops people extremely quick if you headshot, and it only drops down to 100 damage, so it actually still kind of works at range because it just hits so hard out of the box. The muzzle velocity is trash at 360 meters a second. The reload speed is 3 seconds long, which is a little on the long end, but 1.855 short is very good. 25 rounds of ammunition, which is very good, especially when you're considering how much damage this thing is packing. And of course, it shares hip and aim stats with most other submachine guns. And of course, it has 0.75 ADS because it's a submachine gun. The Cyclone is crazy good. It is honestly just ridiculous how good this thing is, and despite a nerf that happened to it some years ago, it remains easily one of the best submachine guns in the whole game. It's just that good, and it's absolutely worth Araximing. In the way of attachments, you get your standard 1 to 4x primaries. Go with a 1. You can work a 2 if you're going to try and make a weird range build thing work out of it, but I'd stick with a 1. It's a 1. Pick the one of your choice. On the barrel, honestly, every option here is fine. If you're going to work the meme range build, the compensator is honestly not that bad. Sure, your hipfire takes a hit, but if you want to work the meme ADS build, go for it. Flash suppressor is of course a free slot filler, and the suppressor is fine because you generally try not to use this weapon at ranges where the suppressor starts to matter. But if you want to make a ranged one, stay away from it, obviously. On the rail, everything here is viable. The grip is fine if you're going for the ADS build, the laser's of course just great default. And the extended mag is really powerful on this thing, because you have to consider that the extended mag adds 10 rounds. Of course, it's the same increase that's present on the Armistice and the Eridani. However, what makes it so good here is that you do 167 damage per bullet. So adding 10 rounds of 167 damage is a lot more substantial on the Cyclone than adding 10 rounds of 125 like on the Armistice. This means that, in theory, if you're chaining headshots absolutely perfectly, you get 3 more kills per magazine. And in general, it just gives you more opportunity. It's very good here, it's very strong here, and it is what arguably completely breaks the Tempest as a balance option. As for ammo, soft point ammunition is your only choice. Obviously take it, it's a submachine gun. Why wouldn't you? It's a submachine gun, you take soft point. So, into live play, it is currently 4:06 PM on Emerald, because my main new NC character is on Emerald, so you're going to be seeing NC, any NC and TR gun reviews from here on out will be on Emerald. Vonu and NSO will be on Connery, because those are where my longtime characters have been, but I never really properly put time into NC or TR. I'd always get to like BR 20 or 30 and then just reroll, because I didn't like the way I started in. But I've garnered enough experience with a lot of the weapons here, or with at least enough of the weapons here to start putting out content on some of them, including weapons like the Cyclone. But as for the Cyclone itself, it's ridiculous. It is seriously ridiculous just how good it is. There's honestly not even a whole lot you can say about it to really show you, like, it's a weapon that you really have to use to just understand how great it is. Sure, the stats obviously will tell you more than enough out of the box, but once you feel the sheer amount of damage output this thing has in live games and live battles, it really sets in that this gun is... honestly, this gun is fucked. And the thing is, if you like the Cyclone, which you probably will, if you're one of those players who likes to grind directives, the NC submachine gun directive is absolutely worth it on top, because the Tempest is literally the Cyclone with extended magazine built in. How? Sure, you have slightly worse reload penalty on the Tempest, but the Tempest literally is just the Cyclone with extended mags. Hence why I said that the Tempest is borderline broken, whereas the Cyclone is just amazing. But the Cyclone itself is great. It's an astounding weapon. It's one of those guns where, you know, I don't actually have a whole lot to say on the Cyclone itself in a review because it's so good. There's only so much you could say about a weapon that is this strong. That doesn't just turn to me constantly rehashing myself, which is something I do anyway, because it's my video, I get to choose what I do. But it's amazing. So, as per usual, just using it. Gameplay, live, you know. You know the drill here at this point. It's ridiculous. You shouldn't need me to tell you how good the Cyclone is, because odds are, other people have probably told you how good the Cyclone is. It's one of the best submachine guns in the game. It is arguably the second best submachine gun in the game, only to the Tempest. It's gross. It's genuinely gross. The only times the Cyclone may let you down is at range. But all submachine guns will do that. That's not a problem exclusive to the Cyclone. Every single submachine gun in this game will let you down at range. So that's not even really a fault of the... I don't want to go to Nason's. It's not really a fault of the why do I keep calling it the Tempest? It's not really a fault of the Cyclone that's kind of bad at range, because all submachine guns are bad at range. And even the ones that aren't, like the PDW, why would you use them anyway? It's just an amazing weapon. It's seriously, it's so good. So, I'd like to take a moment to do a little bit of talk about the channel itself. Because Dark Force, friend of mine, you've seen him on streams if you've been present in streams. So he's recommended, for the guns that I don't have enough use with to justify putting a video out on, he suggested that I record longer gameplay sessions of me, quote-unquote, warming up to a weapon. And I wasn't really sure what to think of that, so I kind of wanted to ask for your opinion on it. We're going to switch to Light Assault, by the way, and swap in the meme ADS build, because it does kind of work here. I would still argue the Blitz is better for Light Assault play, just because of its huge magazine, but the Tempest still works. It's still just as gross. It's just, you don't have Cloak to work with. Oh, that's a lot of players. I'll take a pick and drop down. It's not worth staying up there. I'll just get killed. But yeah, so would you be interested in some longer form gameplay videos where I just kind of warm up to a gun, talk about my thoughts on the gun as I go along, have some music in the background? Really, exactly that. Because, I don't know. I don't know if people would like that, because I know people, from what I've been witnessing with my own analytics, is people really like the shorter reviews, where they just don't take as long to consume. So I'm not sure if people would like that, or if they'd rather just see streams if they were going to see longer-term gameplay content, because, well, it's all on streams. All the stream VODs get saved into a playlist, so... I don't know. You'll have to let me know on that. I know it's not relevant to the Cyclone, but I'm still curious, so please do tell. It would be very much appreciated to a budding content creator such as myself, the most mediocre planet-side content creator of all time. I'm dead. Yep, bad time to take a reload. Alright, well, that's probably a good place to recap it, honestly. I said all I needed to say. In recap, the Cyclone is gross. It is extremely gross. It's easily probably the second strongest submachine gun in the game, right beside its directive variant, the Tempest. It's amazing. Extremely high damage output. A good damage model in general, so it's more effective at ranges than other submachine guns. Easy to control. Good attachment lineup. It's amazing. It's so good because it punches so hard, where if you have the mechanical skill to 3 headshot targets, it's one of the fastest killing weapons in the entire game. It's also one of the submachine guns that's actually viable to bring on other classes, such as the infamous Cyclone Heavy, because it's just that good. Absolutely worth your time, absolutely worth an Araxium. And if you're interested in submachine guns, using this and completing the NC submachine gun directive is absolutely worth your time. Thank you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.